Willie?
It's all right. I came back.
Why? What happened? Did something happen, Willie?
No, nothing
You
happened.
didn't smash the car, did you?
I said nothing happened. Didn't you hear me?
Didn't you feel well?
I'm tired to the death. I couldn't make it. I just couldn't make it, Linda.
Where were you all day? You looked terrible.
Oh, I got as far as a little above Yonkers. I stopped for a cup of coffee. Maybe it was the coffee.
What?
I suddenly couldn't drive anymore. The car kept going off onto the shoulder, you know.
Well, maybe it's the steering again. I don't think Angelo knows the steering.
No, it's me. Suddenly I realize I'm going 60 miles an hour, and I don't remember the last 5 minutes. I can't seem to keep my mind to it.
Well, maybe it's your glasses. You never went for your new glasses.
No, I see everything. I came back 10 miles an hour. It took me nearly 4 hours from Yonkers.
Well, you just gotta take a rest. You can't continue like this.
Oh, I just got back from Florida.
But you didn't rest your mind. Your mind is overactive, and the mind is what counts, dear.
I'll start out in the morning. Maybe I'll feel better in the morning. Oh, these arch supports are killing me.
Well, take an aspirin. Should I get you an aspirin? It'll soothe you.
I was driving along, you understand? I was fine. I was even observing the scenery. You could imagine me looking at scenery on the road every week of my life. But it's so beautiful up there, Linda. The trees are so thick and the sun is warm. I just opened the windshield and let the warm air bathe over me, and then all of a sudden I'm going off the road. I'm telling you, I absolutely forgot I was driving. If I'd have gone the other way over the white line, I might have killed somebody. So it went on again, and 5 minutes later, I'm dreaming again, and I have such thoughts. I have such strange thoughts.
Talk to them again, Willie. There's no reason why you can't work in New York.
Well, they don't need me in New York. I'm the New England man. I'm vital in New England.
You're 60 years old, Willie. They can't expect you to keep traveling every week.
I'll have to send a wire to Portland. I'm supposed to see Brown and Morse tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock to show the line. Oh, I could sell them.
Now, Willie, you go down to that place again. You talk to Howard. You tell him you just got to work in New York. You're too accommodating, dear.
If old man Wagner was alive, I'd been in charge of New York now. That man was a prince. He was a masterful man, but that boy is that Howard you don't appreciate. When I went north the first time, the Wagner Company didn't know where New England was.
Well, why don't you tell these things to Howard,
Oh,
dear?
I will. I definitely will. Oh, is there any cheese?
Oh, I'll make you a sandwich.
Oh, you go to sleep. I'll take some milk. Be up right away.
Cheese.
You know what?
Maybe he smashed up the car again. He's gonna get his license taken away if he keeps that up there. I'm getting nervous about him, you know?
His eyes are gone?
No. I've driven with him. He's all right. Just doesn't keep his mind on it. Yeah, I drove into the city with him last week. He stops at a green light, then it turns red and he goes.
Maybe he's colorblind.
How? Why, he's got the finest eye for color in the business. You know that.
The boy's in?
Oh, they're sleeping. Happy took Biff on a date tonight.
That's so.
Yeah. Oh, it was so thrilling seeing them shaving together, one behind the other in the bathroom and going out together. Did you notice? The whole house smells of shaving lotion.
Figure it out. Work a lifetime to pay off our house. You finally own it. There's nobody to live in it.
Well, life's a casting off, dear. It's always that way.
No. Some people accomplish something. Did Biff say anything after I went this morning?
You shouldn't have criticized him, Willie, especially after he just got off the train. You must not lose your temper at him.
Why the hell did I lose my temper? I simply asked him if he was making any money. Is that a criticism?
Oh, Willie, dear, how could he make any money?
Oh, there's such an undercurrent in him. He became a moody man. Did he apologize when I left this morning?
He was crestfallen, Willie. Now, you know how he admires you. I think when he finds himself, you'll both be happier and you won't fight anymore.
How can he find himself on a farm? Is that a life? A farmhand in the beginning when he was young, I thought, well, a young man is good for him to tramp around and take a lot of different jobs. But it's more than 10 years now and he's yet to make $35 a week.
He is finding himself, Willie.
Not finding yourself at the age of 34 is a disgrace. The trouble is, he's lazy.
Willie,
Biff is a lazy
They are sleeping.
bum.
Go down. Get yourself something to eat and be quiet.
Why did he come home? I would like to know what brought him home.
Well, I don't know. I think he's still lost, Willie. I think he's very lost.
If Loman is lost in the greatest country in the world, a young man with such personal attractiveness gets lost. And such a hard worker. There's one thing about Biff. He's not lazy.
Never.
I'll see him in the morning. I'll have a nice talk with him. I'll get him a job selling. Oh, it could be big in no time. My God, remember the way they used to follow him around in high school? Oh, when he smiled at him, their faces lit up.
When he walked down the street with a crowd of kids behind him, will you ever forget that?
You smoking?
You want one?
I can never sleep when I smell it.
Hey, it's funny, Biff, you know? Us sleeping in here again, eh? The old beds. All the talk that went across those two beds, huh? Our whole lives.
A lot of dreams and plans.
About 500 women would like to know what's said in this room.
You remember that big Betsy something? What the hell was her name? Over on Bushwick Avenue.
With the collie dog.
Yeah, that's the one. Hey, I got you in there, man.
Yeah, that was my first time, I think. Boy, that was a pig. Hey, you taught me everything I know about women. Don't forget that.
Yeah, but you forgot how bashful you used to be. Especially with the girls.
Oh, I still am, Biff.
Go on.
Nah, just control it, that's all. I think I got less bashful. You got more so. What happened, Biff? Where's the old humor? No confidence. What's the matter?
Why does Dad mock me all the time?
Ah, he's not mocking you,
Pap,
Biff.
everything I say, there's a twist of mockery on his face. I can't get near him.
I think the fact that you're not settled, that you're still kind of up in the air.
I think there's one or two other things depressing him, huh?
Well, what do you mean?
Never mind. Just don't lay it all to me.
But I think if you just got started. I mean, is there any future for you out there?
I'll tell you, Hap, I don't know what the future is. I don't know what I'm supposed to want.
What do you mean?
I spent 6 or 7 years after high school trying to work myself up, you know, shipping clerk, salesman, business of one kind or another, and it's a measly matter of existence. To get on that subway on hot mornings in the summer, to devote your whole life to keeping stock or making phone calls, selling and buying, to suffer 50 weeks of the year for the sake of a 2-week vacation, when all you really desire is to be outdoors with your shirt off. And always to have to get ahead of the next felon. And still, that's how you build a future.
I bought a new kind of American type cheese today. It's whipped.
Why do you get American when I like Swiss?
Well, I thought you'd like a change.
I don't want to change. I want Swiss cheese. Why am I always being contradicted?
Well, I wanted it to be a surprise.
Why don't you open a window in here, for God's sake? The
open
way
it,
they
dear.
boxed us in here, bricks and windows and
We
bricks.
should have bought the land next door.
The street is lined with cars. There's not a breath of fresh air in the neighborhood. The grass don't grow anymore. You can't raise a carrot in the backyard. They should have had a law against apartment houses. Remember those 2 beautiful elm trees out there when I and Biff hung the swing between them? Huh?
Like being a million miles from
Oh,
the
they
city.
should have arrested the builder for cutting those down. They massacred the neighborhood. More and more I think of those days, man. This time of year, it was lilacs and wisteria, and then the peonies would come out, daffodils. What fragrance in this room?
Well, people had to move somewhere.
No, there's more people now.
No, I don't think there's more.
There's more people! That's what's ruining this country! Population is getting out of control! The competition is maddening! Smell the stink from that apartment house and another on the other side! How can they whip cheese?
Go down, try it, and be quiet.
You're not worried about me. Are you, sweetheart? Huh?
Oh, you got too much on the ball to be worried about my darling.
You're my foundation and my support, Linda.
Oh, just try to relax. You make mountains out of molehills.
I won't fight with him anymore. If he wants to go back to Texas, let him go.
He'll find his way.
Sure, certain men just don't get started till later in life, like Thomas Edison, I think, or B.F. Goodrich. One of them was deaf. I'll put my money on Biff.
And Willie, if it's warm Sunday, we'll drive in the country. We'll open the windshield. We'll take lunch.
The windshields don't open on the new cars.
But you opened it today.
Me? I didn't. How isn't that peculiar? Isn't that remarkable?
What, dear?
That is the most remarkable thing.
What, darling?
I was thinking of the Chevy. 1928, when I had that red Chevy. Have fun. Could have sworn I was driving that Chevy today.
That's nothing. Something must have reminded you.
Remarkable. Remember those days, huh? The way Biff used to simonize that car. Dealer refused to believe there was 80,000 miles on it. Close your eyes. I'll be right up.
Now, you be careful on the stairs. The cheese is on the middle shelf.
80,000 miles. 82,000.
No, I've always made a point of not wasting my life. And whenever I come back here, I know that all I've done is to waste my life.
You're a poet, Biff. You know that? Yeah. You're an idealist.
No, I'm mixed up very bad. Maybe I ought to get married, right? Maybe I ought to get stuck into something. Maybe that's my trouble. I'm like a boy. I mean, I'm not married. I'm not in business. I'm just like a boy. Are you content, Hap? You're a success, aren't you? You content?
Hell no.
Why not? You're making money, aren't you?
All I can do now is wait for the merchandise manager to die.
Listen, kid. Why don't you come out west with me?
And you and I?
Maybe we could buy a ranch, raise cattle, use our muscles. Men built like we are should be working out in the open.
The Loman Brothers.
We'd be known all over the counties.
Biff, that's what I dream of. Sometimes I want to just rip my clothes off in the middle of the store and outbox the damn merchandise manager. I mean, Biff, I can outbox, outlift, outrun anybody in the store, and I have to take orders from those common petty sons of bitches.
If you were with me, I'd be happy out
You
there.
see, Biff, everybody around me is so false that I am constantly lowering my
Baby,
ideals.
together we'd stand up for one another. We'd have somebody to trust.
if I was
'Cause
around
the,
you.
The trouble is, we weren't brought up to grub for money. I don't know how to do it.
Neither can I.
Then let's go.
The only thing is, what can you make out there?
Hap.
No, I got to show some of those pompous, self-important executives over there that Hap Roman can make the grade, huh? Then I'll go with your Biff. We'll be together yet. I swear. Huh? You could take those two here tonight. Aren't they gorgeous creatures?
Yeah, most gorgeous I've had in years.
Get that anytime I want, Biff. Huh? Whenever I feel disgusted. The only trouble is it gets like bowling or something. I just keep knocking them over. Doesn't mean anything. You still run around a lot?
Nah. I'd like to find a girl steady, somebody with substance.
Mm-hmm. That's what I long for.
Go on. You'd never come home.
Yeah, I would. Somebody with character, with resistance like mine, you know? You're gonna call me a bastard when I tell you this. That girl Charlotte I was with tonight, engaged to be married in 5 weeks.
No kidding.
Sure. Guy's in line for the vice presidency of the store. I don't know what gets into me. Maybe I just have an overdeveloped sense of competition or something, but I went and ruined her. Furthermore, I can't get rid of her. And he's the third executive I've done that to. Isn't that a crummy characteristic? And to top it all, I go to their weddings.
Don't get your sweater dirty. Biff!
Doesn't he know Mom can hear that?
Oh, what a simonizing job. Huh?
Look, Biff, don't leave again, will you? You'll find the job here, Biff. You gotta stay.
Hey, Biffo!
I don't know what to do about him anymore. It's getting embarrassing.
Oh, boy. What a simonizing job.
Look, you go to sleep now, but talk to him in the morning, will you?
With her in the house?
Like, we should have a good talk with him.
That's selfish, stupid.
Shh. Sleep, Biff.
No kidding, Biff. You got a date? Just want to be careful with those girls, Biff. That's all. Don't make any promises. No promises of any kind. There's a girl, you know, that they always believe what you tell them. You're very young, Biff. So you're too young. You're talking seriously to girls. You want to watch your schooling first, and when you're all set, though, plenty of girls for a For a boy like you. That's so. The girls pay for you. Boy, you must really be making a hit. I've been wondering why you polish the car so careful there. We'll leave the hubcaps, boys. Get the chamois to the hubcaps. Have to use newspaper on the windows. It's easy. Use it like a pan. That's it. Good work. They're doing all right. Biff. First thing we gotta do when we get time, we gotta clip that big branch over the house there. I'm afraid it's gonna fall on a storm and hit the roof. Tell you what, we get a rope and sling around and we climb up there with a couple of saws and take it down. As soon as you finish the car, boys, I want to see you. I got a surprise for you, boys.
What do you got, Dad?
No. You finish first. Never leave a job till you finish. You remember that. Biff? Up in Albany, I saw a beautiful hammock. You know, I think I'll buy it next trip and we'll hang it right between those two elms there, huh? Wouldn't that be, huh? Wouldn't that be something? Just hanging, just swinging there under those branches? Oh, boy, that would be something.
How's that, Pop? Professional.
Terrific. That's terrific job, boys. Good work, Biff.
Where's the surprise, Pop?
In the back seat of the car.
What is it, Pop? Tell me, what you buying?
Never mind. Something I want you to have.
What is it, Pop?
It's a punching bag.
Pop,
It's got Gene Tunney's signature on
how
it.
do you know we wanted a pension?
Well, it's the finest thing for the time being.
I'm losing weight, you notice, Pop?
Jumping rope is good, too.
Pop, see the new football I got?
Where'd you get a new ball?
Coach told me to practice my pass.
That's so, and he gave you the ball.
Well, I bought it from the lab.
I want you to return that.
See, I told you wouldn't like it.
I'm bringing it back.
Sure, he's got to practice with a regulation ball, doesn't he? Coach will probably congratulate you on your initiative.
Pop, he keeps congratulating my initiative all the time.
That's because he likes you. Somebody else took that ball, there'd be an uproar. So what's the report? Boys! What's the report?
Where'd you go this time, Pop? We were lonesome for you.
Lonesome, huh?
Let me see up your minute.
Don't say. Tell your secret, boys. Don't breathe it to a soul. Someday I'll have my own business and I'll never have to leave home anymore.
Like Uncle Charlie, huh?
Bigger than Uncle Charlie, because Charlie is not liked. He's liked, but he's not well liked.
Where'd you go this time?
Well, I got on the road. I went north to Providence, met the mayor.
The mayor of
He
Providence?
was sitting in the hotel lobby.
What'd he say?
He said, morning. And I said, oh, you got a fine city here, Mayor. And he had coffee with me, and then I went to Waterbury. Waterbury's a fine city, big clock city, the famous Waterbury clock. Sold a nice building. And then Boston. Boston is the cradle of the revolution. Fine city, a couple other towns, Mass, down to Portland, Bangor, straight home.
Love to go with you sometime.
Soon as
Pop.
summer comes.
You promise?
Oh, you and Hap and I'll show you all the towns. There's one thing, boys, I have friends. I can park my car on any street in New England and the cops protect it like their own. This summer, huh?
You betcha, Pop.
We'll take our bathing suits.
Hey, we'll carry your bags, huh?
Oh, won't that be something? Me coming to the Boston stores with you boys carrying my bags. What a sensation. You nervous, Biff, about the game?
Not if you're gonna be there.
What do they say about you in school now they made you captain?
There's a crowd of girls around him every time the classes change.
Pop, this Saturday, just for you, I'm gonna break through for a touchdown.
No, Biff, you weren't supposed
I'm
to
taking
pass.
one play for Pop. Pop, you watch me. When I take off my helmet, that means I'm breaking out. And you watch me crash through that line.
Oh, wait till I tell this to Boston.
Biff, where are you?
Hey, look at Bernard! What are you looking so anemic about, Bernard?
Got to study, Uncle Willie. He's got Regents next week.
Bernard, come on, let's box.
Listen, Biff, I heard Mr. Birnbaum say that if you don't start studying math, he's going to flunk you and you won't graduate. Now, I heard
You
it.
better study with Biff. Go ahead.
I heard it.
Pop, you didn't see my sneakers.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of printing.
Yeah, well, just because he prints University of Virginia on his sneakers doesn't mean they got to graduate him, Uncle
What are you
Willie.
talking about? With scholarships to 3 universities, they're gonna flunk him?
Yeah, but I heard Mr.
Oh,
Birnbaum
don't be
say...
a pest, Bernard. What an anemic.
I'm waiting for you in my house, Biff.
Bernard is not well liked, is he?
Pop, he's liked, but he's not well.
That's,
that's
just
right,
what I
Pop.
mean. Bernard can get the best marks in school, you understand? But when he gets out to the business world, you understand? You're gonna be 5 times ahead of him. That's why I thank Almighty God you both built like Adonises. Because the man who makes an appearance in the business world, the man who creates personal interest, is the man who gets ahead. Be liked, and you will never want. You take me, for instance. I never have to wait in line to see a buyer. Willie Loman is here. That's all they have to know. And I go straight through.
Did you knock him dead, Pop?
Knocked them cold in Providence, slaughtered them in Boston.
I'm losing weight, Pop. You notice?
Hello, dear.
Sweetheart.
How'd the Chevy run?
Oh, Chevrolet Linda's the greatest car ever built. Since when you let your mother carry war?
Grab hold of him.
Where to, Ma?
Oh, just hanging on the line. Biff, you've got to go down to your friends. The cellar's just filled with boys. They don't know what to do
Mom,
with
when Pop
themselves.
comes home, they can wait.
Better go down. Tell them what to do, Bev.
Think I have him sweep out the furnace room.
Good work, Bev.
The way they obey him.
Oh, that's the training. Oh, I'm telling you, I was selling thousands and thousands, but I had to come home.
The whole block will be at that game. Did you sell anything?
Oh, I did 500 gross in Providence, 700 gross in Boston.
Wait. I got a pencil. That makes your commission 200. My God. $212.
Well, I didn't figure it yet. But,
Well, how much did you do?
I did about 180 gross in Providence.
180
Well, no, it
in
comes to roughly 200 gross on the whole
200
trip. You
gross
see,
in
the trouble was the three of the stores will have closer inventory in Boston. Otherwise, I would have broke record.
Well, it makes $70 and some pennies. That's very good.
What do we owe?
Well, first, there's $16 on the refrigerator.
Why 16?
Well, the fan belt broke, so it was $1.80.
But it's brand new.
Well, it's like the man says, it's got to work itself in, you know?
Oh, we didn't get stuck on that machine.
It's got the biggest ads of any of
I
them.
know. Oh, it's a fine machine. What else?
There's $9.60 for the washing machine, and for the vacuum cleaner, there's $3.50 due on the 15th, and the roof. You got $21 for me.
It don't leak, does it?
Oh, no, they did a wonderful job. Oh, then you owe Frank for the carburetor.
I'm not gonna pay that, man. That lousy, rotten Chevrolet, they ought to prohibit the manufacture of that car.
Well, you owe him $3.50. And odds and ends comes to around $120 by the 15th.
$120? Oh, my God, if business don't pick up, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, next week you'll do better.
Oh, I'll knock 'em dead next week. I'll go to Hartford. I'm very well liked in Hartford. You know, the trouble is, Linda, people don't seem to take to me.
Oh, don't be so foolish.
I know it when I walk in. They seem to laugh at me.
Why? Why would they laugh at you? Don't talk like that.
I don't know the reason for it, but they just pass me by and I notice.
Well, you're making $70 to $100 a week.
I gotta be at it 10, 12 hours a day. Other men, I don't know why. They do it easier. I don't know why I can't stop myself. I talk too much.
Oh.
Oh, a man ought to come in with a few words. One thing about Charlie, he's a man of few words, and I respect him.
You don't talk too much. You're just lively.
Well, I figure what the hell, life is short. A couple of jokes. I joke too much.
Why, you...
I'm short. I'm very foolish to look at, Linda. I didn't tell you, but at Christmas time I happened to be calling on F.H. Stewart's, and a salesman I know as I was going in to see the buyer. I heard him say something about shrimp. And I cracked him right across the face. I won't take that. I simply will not take that. But they do laugh at me. Oh, I know that.
Darling.
Oh, no, I gotta overcome it. I know I gotta overcome it.
Darling.
I'm not dressing to advantage, maybe.
Willie, darling, you're the handsomest man in the world.
You're the best there is. You know that. You're a pal. On the road, I want to grab you sometimes and just kiss the life out of you. 'Cause I get so lonely, especially when business is bad. There's nobody to talk to. I get the feeling I'll never sell anything anymore, that I won't make a living for you. Or business for the boys. Oh, there's so much I want to make for you.
Me? You didn't make me, Willie. I picked you.
You picked me, huh?
I did. I've been sitting at that desk watching all the salesmen go by day in and day out. But you got such a sense of humor. And we do have a good time together, don't we?
Sure. Why do you have to go now?
It's 2 o'clock.
No, come on.
My sisters will be scandalized. When will you be back?
Oh, 2 weeks about. Will you come up again?
Sure thing.
Huh?
You do make me laugh. That's good for me. And I think you're a wonderful man.
You picked me, huh?
I did, because you're so sweet and such a kidder.
Well, I'll see you next time I'm in Boston.
I'll put you right through to the buyers.
Right. Well, bottom.
Willie! You just kill me, Willie! You just kill me! And thanks for the stockings. I love a lot of stockings. Well, good night.
Good night. Oh, and keep your paws open.
Willie!
You are, Willie, the handsomest.
I'll make it all up to you.
Well, there's nothing to make up, Willie. You're doing fine. You're doing better
What's
than...
that?
Well, I'm mending my stockings. They're so expensive.
I won't have you mending stockings in this house. I'll throw them out.
Willie,
Where is he? If he doesn't stop...
Don't give me the answers.
I do, but I can't on a Regents. That's a state exam. They're liable to arrest me.
Beth, where is he? Where is he?
You better get back that football, Willie. It's not nice.
Beth, where is he? Why is he taking
And
us?
he's too rough with the girls.
I'll whip him.
He's driving the car without a license. Where is he?
Shut up.
Willie.
Where is he?
Birnbaum says he's
Get
stuck
out of here.
If he doesn't buckle down, he'll flunk math.
Right, Willie. You got to do something about that boy.
There's nothing the matter with them. You want him to be a worm like Bernard? Oh, he's got spirit, personality. He's loaded with it. Loaded. What is he stealing? He's giving it back, isn't he? Why is he stealing? What did I tell him? I never in my life told him anything but deep.
Come on up, Pop.
Huh?
Let's go up, huh?
Huh? Why did she have to wax the floors herself every time she waxes the floors? She keels over. She knows that.
Take it easy.
Ah.
Hey. What brought you back tonight?
Oh, I got an awful scare. I nearly hit a kid in Yonkers. Oh, God, why didn't I go to Alaska with my brother Ben that time? Ben, that man was a genius. That man was success incarnate. What a mistake. He begged me to go.
There is no
Oh, you guys. There was a man started with the clothes on his back and ended up with diamond
Boy,
mines.
someday I'd like to know how he did it.
What's the mystery? The man knew what he wanted, went out and got it. He walks into a jungle. He comes out at the age of 21, and he's rich. The world is an oyster, but you don't crack it open on a mattress.
Pop, I told you, I'm gonna retire you for life.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna retire me for life. On $70 a week, and your women and your car and your apartment, you're gonna retire me for life? For God's sake, I couldn't get past Yonkers today. Where are you guys? Where are you? The woods are burning. I can't drive a car.
Everything all right?
What's the matter?
No, everything is fine.
I heard some noise. I thought something happened.
No?
Can't we do something about the walls? You sneeze in here, my house hats blow off.
Come on, let's go up, huh?
Hey, you go ahead. I'm not tired at the moment.
All right. Take it easy.
What are you doing up?
I couldn't sleep good. I had a hard...
Well, you don't know how to eat.
Are you with my mom?
Ah, you're ignorant. You gotta know about vitamins and things like that.
Come on, let's shoot. Hurry out.
All right. You got cards?
I got them someplace. Well, what is it with those vitamins?
Build up your bones, chemistry.
Yeah, but there's no bones in a heartburn.
What are you talking about? You know the first thing about it.
I'm getting insulted.
Don't talk about something you don't know anything about.
What are you doing home?
Oh, a little trouble with the car.
Oh. I'd like to take a trip to California.
Don't say.
You want a job?
I got a job. I told you that. What the hell are you offering me a job?
Don't get insulted.
Oh, don't insult me.
I don't see no sense in it. You don't have to go on this way.
I got a good job. What do you keep coming in here for?
You want me to go?
I can't understand it. He's going back to Texas again. What the hell is that?
Let him go.
No, I got nothing to give him, Charlie. I'm clean. I'm clean.
He won't starve. None of them starve. Forget about it.
And what have I got to remember?
Look, you take it too hard. To hell with it. When a deposit bottle is broken, you don't get your nickel back.
That's easy enough for you to say.
That ain't easy for me to say.
You see the ceiling I put up in here? Hmm?
Yeah, that's a piece of work. Put up a ceiling is a mystery to me. How do you do it?
What's the difference? Huh?
We'll talk about it.
What, you gonna put up a ceiling?
How can I put up
So
a
what the
ceiling?
hell are you bothering me for?
You're insulted again.
A man who can't handle tools is not a man. You're disgusting.
You don't call me disgusting, Willie.
Oh, I'm getting awfully tired, Ben.
Good, keep playing. You'll sleep better. You call me Ben?
That's funny. For a second there, you reminded me of my brother, Ben.
I only have a few minutes.
You never heard from him again, huh, since that time?
Didn't Linda tell you? A couple of weeks ago, we got a letter from his wife in Africa. He died.
Is that so?
So this is Brooklyn, huh?
Maybe you're in for some of his money.
Nah, he had 7 sons. There's just one opportunity I had with that man.
Must make a train, William. There are several properties I'm looking at in Alaska.
Sure. If I'd have gone with him to Alaska that time, everything would have been totally different.
Now, wine, you'd have froze to death up there.
What are you talking about?
Opportunity is tremendous in Alaska, William. Surprised you're not up there.
Sure, tremendous.
There's the only man I ever met who knew the answers.
Ooh, how are you all?
Fine. Fine.
Pretty sharp tonight.
Is Mother living with you?
No, she died a long time ago.
Who?
That's too bad. Fine specimen of a lady, Mother.
Huh?
I'd hope to see the old girl.
Who died?
Heard anything from Father, have you?
What do you mean, who died?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
William, it's 8:30.
That's my bill.
No. I put the ace.
If you don't know how to play the game, I'm
What's my ace, for God's sakes?
I'm through.
When did Mother die?
Long ago, since the beginning. You never knew how to play cards.
All right. Next time I'll bring a deck with 5 aces.
I don't play that kind of game.
Ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah. Ignoramus.
So, you're William.
Oh, Ben. I've been waiting for you so long. What's the answer? How did you do it?
Oh, there's a story in that.
Is this Ben?
How do you do, my dear?
Well, where have you been all these years? Willie's been wondering.
Where is Dad? Didn't you follow him? How did you get started?
I don't know how much you remember.
Well, I was just a baby, of course, only 3 or 4 years old.
3 years and 11 months.
Oh, what a memory.
I have many enterprises, William, and I've never kept
I
books.
remember I was sitting under the wagon. What was it, Nebraska?
No, it was South Dakota, and I gave you a bunch of wildflowers.
I remember you walking way down some open
I was
road.
going to find Father in Alaska.
Where is he?
Well, in those days, I had a very faulty view of geography, William. I discovered after a few days that I was heading due south. So instead of Alaska, I ended up in Africa.
Africa?
The Gold Coast!
Principally, diamond mine.
Diamond mines.
Yes, but I'm afraid I only have a few minutes.
Boys, listen to this! This is your Uncle Ben. Great man, Ben. Tell my boys.
My boys, when I was 17, I walked into the jungle. When I was 21, I walked out. And by God, I was rich.
You see what I've been talking about? Oh, the greatest things can happen.
I have an appointment in Catch Can Tuesday week, William.
No, Ben, please tell about that. I want my boys to hear. I want them to know the kind of stock they spring from. See, all I remember is a man with a big beard, and I was sitting in Mama's lap around a fire. You know, there's some kind of high music.
Oh, his flute. He played the flute.
Sure, the flute, that's right.
Father was a very great, very wild-hearted man. We would start in Boston, and he would toss the whole family into the wagon, and he'd drive the team right across the country, through Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, and all the western states. And we'd stop in the towns, and he would sell the flutes he made on the way. Great inventor, Father. With one gadget, he made more in 1 week than a man like you could make in a lifetime.
Oh, no, Ben, that's just the way I'm bringing them up. Rugged, well-liked, all around.
Yeah, hit me, boy, hard as you can.
Let's do it.
Come on, get to me.
Go ahead, sure. Now get caught. Yeah. Give me the old, show him the jab. Show him the jab.
Hey, very good, Willie, very good. Oh, shake hands, boy. Atta-way.
Look out, Ben.
Never fight fair with a stranger, boy. You'll never get out of the jungle that way. It was an honor and a pleasure to meet you, Linda.
Have a nice trip.
Oh, and good luck with your, what do you do?
Oh, selling.
Oh, yes, really?
Oh, Ben, I don't want you to think it's Brooklyn, I know, but we hunt, too.
Really? Then?
Oh, sure, there's snakes and rabbits, and that's why I moved out of White Pip can fell any one of these trees in no time. Boys, go right over to where they're building the apartment house and get some sand. We're gonna rebuild the entire front stoop right now. Yes. Watch this, Ben.
I lost weight, Pop, you know?
Listen, they steal any more from that building, the watchman will put the cops on.
Don't let Biff take any
You should have
more.
seen the lumber they brought home last week. At least a dozen 6x10s worth all kinds of money.
Listen, what? That
I
watchman
get
sees
the hell, you understand, but I got a couple of fearless characters there.
Willie.
Yeah.
The jails are full of fearless characters.
Oh.
And the stock exchange, friend.
Uncle Willie! Uncle Willie! Watchman's chasing Biff.
Shut up. He's not stealing anything.
Where is he?
Oh,
Biff, dear.
there's nothing wrong. What is the matter with you?
Nervy boy. Good.
Oh, nerves of iron, that Biff.
Don't know what it is. My New England man comes back and he's bleeding. They murdered him up there. Couldn't sell a nickel for 5 cents.
It's contacts, Charlie. I got important contacts.
Glad to hear it, Willie. Come in later, we'll shoot a little casino. I'll take some of your Portland money.
Oh, business is bad. It's murderous. But not for me, of course.
I'll stop by on my way back to Africa.
Ben, wait. Can't you stay a few days? Huh? I mean, you're just what I need, Ben. 'Cause, you know, I have a fine position here, but Dad left when I was such a baby. I never had a chance to talk to him, and I still feel kind of temporary about myself.
I'll be late for my train.
Ben, my boys, can't we talk? See, they'd go into the jaws of hell for me, see, but
William, you're being first rate with your boys. Outstanding, manly chaps.
Oh, Ben, that's good to hear, because sometimes I'm afraid that I'm not teaching them the right kind. Ben, how should I teach them?
William, when I walked into the jungle, I was 17. When I walked out, I was 21. And by God, I was rich.
Was rich. That's just the spirit I want to imbue them with, to walk into a jungle. Oh, boy. I was right. I was right. I was right.
Willie.
I was right.
Willie, dear, did you get some cheese? It's awful late, darling. Come to bed.
You gotta break your neck to see a star in this yard.
Are you coming up, Willie?
Whatever happened to that diamond watch fob? You remember when Ben came from Africa that time? Didn't he give me a watch fob with a diamond in it?
Well, you pawned it, dear, 12, 13 years ago for Biff's radio correspondence course.
That was a beautiful thing. I'll take a walk.
But in your slippers, Willie?
What a man, huh? Now, there was a man worth talking to.
But in your slippers.
I was right. I was right. I was right.
What is he doing out here? Shh. God almighty, Mom. How long has he been doing this?
Don't. He'll hear you.
Well, what the hell is the matter with him?
It'll pass by morning.
Well, shouldn't we do anything?
Oh, my dear, you should do a lot of things. There's nothing to do. Go to bed.
Well, I never heard him so loud, Mom.
Come around more often, you'll hear him.
Why didn't you ever write me about this?
How would I write to you? For over 3 months, you've had no address.
I was on the move, but you know, I thought of you all the time, you know that.
I know, dear, I know. But he likes to have a letter just to know there's still the possibility of better things.
Well, he's not like this all the time.
It's when you come home, he's always the worst.
When I come home?
When you write you're coming, he's all smiles. He talks about the future. He's just wonderful. Then the closer you come, the more shaky he gets. And by the time you get here, he's arguing. He seems to be angry at you. I think it's just because he can't bring himself to open up to you. Now, why are you so hateful to
I'm
each
not
other? Why?
hateful.
Oh, you know sooner walk through that door than you're fighting.
Well, I don't know why. I mean to change, Mom. I'm trying. You understand?
Are you home to stay now?
I don't know. I'll look around, see what's doing.
You can't look around all your life, can you?
Well, I just can't take hold, Mom. I can't take hold of some kind of life.
Biff, a man is not a bird to come and go with the springtime.
Your hair. Your hair's getting so gray.
Oh, it's been gray since you were in high school. I just stopped dyeing it, that's all.
Well, dye it again, will you? Well, I don't want my pal looking old.
You are such a boy. You think you can go away for a year? Biff, you've got to get it into your head now. One day you're gonna knock on this door, there'll be strange people here.
Mom, what are you talking about? You're not even 60 yet.
What about your father?
Well, I meant him, too.
He admires Pop.
If you don't have any feeling for him, you can't have any feelings for
Sure
me.
I can.
No, Biff. You can't just come to see me because I love him. He's the dearest man in the world to me, and I won't have anyone making him feel unwanted and low and blue. You have got to make up your mind now, darling. There's no leeway anymore. Either he's your father, and you pay him that respect, or else you're not to come here.
Hey, Biffo!
What the hell is the matter with him?
Don't go,
Mom,
don't
stop
go
making
near
excuses
him.
for him. He always wiped the floor with you. Never had an ounce of respect for you.
He always had respect for Hart.
What the hell do you know about it?
Just don't call him crazy.
He's got no character. Charlie wouldn't do this, not in his own house, spewing out that vomit from his mind.
Charlie never had to cope with what he's got
People are worse off than Willie Loman. Believe me, I've seen him.
Then make Charlie your father, Biff. You can't do that, can you? I am not saying he's a great man. Willie Loman never earned a lot of money. His name was never in the paper. He's not the finest character that ever lived. But he's a human being. And a terrible thing is happening to him. So attention must be paid. He must not be allowed to fall into his grave like an old dog. Attention. Attention must finally be paid to such a person. You called him crazy?
Mom, I didn't...
Wait a minute. A lot of people think he's lost his balance, but you don't have to be very smart to know what his trouble is. The man is exhausted.
Sure.
A small man can be just as exhausted as a great man. He works for a company. 36 years this March. He opens up unheard of territories to their trademark, and now, in his old age, they take his salary away.
I didn't know that, Mom.
You never asked, my dear. Now that you get your spending money somewhere else, you don't trouble your mind with him.
I gave you money.
Oh, Christmas time, $50. To fix the hot water, it costs $97.50. For 5 weeks, he's been on straight commission like a beginner, an unknown.
Those ungrateful bastards.
Are they any worse than his sons? He drives 700 miles. And when he gets there, no one knows him anymore. No one welcomes him. And what goes through a man's mind? Driving 700 miles home without having earned a cent. Why shouldn't he talk to himself? Why not? When he has to go to Charlie every week and borrow $50 from him and pretend to me it's his pay. Now, how long can that go on? How long? And you tell me he has no character? The man who never worked a day in his life but for your benefit. And when does he get the medal for that? Is this his reward? To turn around at the age of 63 and find his sons, who he loved better than his life, one a philandering bum.
Mom.
That is all you are, my baby. And you. What happened to the love you had for him? You were such pals. How you used to talk every night on the phone. How lonely he was till he could come home to you.
All right, Mom. I'll live here in my room. I'll get a job. I'll just keep away from him, that's all.
No, Biff. You can't stay here and fight all the time.
Mom, he threw me out of this house. Remember that?
All right, why did he do that? I never knew
because
why.
I know he's a fake and he doesn't like anybody around.
Fake?
Who knows?
In what way? What do you mean?
Just don't lay it all at my feet, Mom. It's between me and him. That's all I have to say. Look, I'll chip in from now on. He'll settle for half my paycheck. He'll be all right. I'm going to bed.
He won't be all right.
I hate this city and I'll stay here. No, what do you want?
He's dying, Biff.
Why is he dying?
He's been trying to kill himself.
How?
Do you remember I wrote you that he smashed up the car again in February?
Well?
The insurance inspector came. He says there's evidence that all the accidents in the last year weren't accidents.
How can they tell me? That's a lie.
It seems there's a woman, and this
What
woman...
woman?
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What did you say?
Nothing. I said what woman?
What about her?
Well, it seems she was walking down the road. She said she saw his car. She said he wasn't driving fast at all. He didn't skid. She said he came to that little bridge and he deliberately smashed into the railing, and it was just the shallowness of the water that saved him.
Mom, he probably just fell asleep again.
No. I don't think he fell asleep.
Why not?
Last month... Oh, boys, it's so hard to say a thing like this. I was looking for a fuse. The lights blew out. I went down the cellar. And behind the fuse box that just happened to fall out was this length of rubber pipe just short.
No kidding.
There's an attachment on the end of it. I knew right away, and sure enough, on the bottom of the hot water heater, there's a new little nipple on the gas pipe.
That jerk.
Well, did you have it taken off?
I'm ashamed to. How can I mention it to him? Every day, I go down and I take away that little rubber pipe. But when he comes home, I put it back where it was. How can I insult him that way? It sounds so silly and old-fashioned, but I tell you, he's put his whole life into you. And you've turned your backs on him. Biff, his life is in your hands.
You're like the damn fool.
All right. Pal, all right. It's settled now. I've been remiss. I know that, but now I'll stay, and I swear to you, Mom, I'll apply myself. It's just, see, I don't fit in business. Not that I won't try. I'll try, and I'll make good.
Sure
but,
you will. Trouble with you in business was you never tried to please people.
Yeah,
it's like when you worked for
I know.
Harrison. Bob Harrison, he said you were tops. Then you go and do some damn fool thing like whistling whole songs in the elevator like a comedian.
Well, so what? I like to whistle sometimes.
You don't raise a guy to a responsible job who whistles in the elevator.
Oh, don't argue about
when
it
you go
now.
off for a swim in the middle of the day instead of taking the
Oh,
line.
and you don't take off? You run off sometimes, don't you, on a nice summer day?
Yeah, sure, but I cover myself.
Oh,
What do you-
boys.
No,
You
Biff,
do what?
Biff. I'm gonna tell you something that I hate to say. In the business world, some of them think you're crazy.
Screw the
Happy.
business world.
Right, screw them. Great, but cover yourself.
I don't care what they think. They have laughed at Dad for years. And you know why? Because we don't belong in this nut house of the city. We should be mixing cement somewhere on some open plain of carpenters. A carpenter is allowed to whistle.
Even your grandfather was better than a carpenter. You never grew up. Bernard does not whistle in the elevator, I assure you.
Yeah, but you do.
I never in my life whistled in an elevator. And who in the business world thinks I'm crazy?
Dad, I didn't mean it like that. No, don't make a whole thing out of it.
Go back to the West, be a carpenter, a cowboy. Enjoy yourself.
Willie, he was just saying.
I heard what he
Hey,
said.
Pop, come on now, huh?
They laugh at me, huh? Go to Filene's, go to the Hub, go to Slattery's Boston, and call out the name Willie Loman. See what happens. Big shot.
All right, Pop.
Big.
All right.
Why do you always insult me?
Dad, I didn't say a word. Did I say a word?
He didn't say anything, Willie.
All right, good night. Good night.
Willie, he's just decided.
You get tired hanging around tomorrow, paint the ceiling I put up in the living room.
I'm leaving early tomorrow, Pop.
He's gonna see Bill Oliver, Pop.
Oliver. For what?
Well, he always said he'd stake me, and I'd like to go into business, so maybe I'll take him up on it.
Isn't that wonderful?
Don't interrupt. What's wonderful about it? There's 50 men in the city of New York that stake him. Sporting goods?
Well, I guess so. I know something about it. And...
He knows something about it. You know sporting goods better than Spaulding, for God's sake. How much is he giving you?
I don't know, Pop. I haven't seen him yet.
What are you talking about?
Dad, all I said was I was gonna go see him.
Ah, you're counting your chickens again.
Jeez.
Don't curse in this house.
Since when did you get so clean?
Don't use that language to me. I won't have it.
I got an idea. I got a feasible idea. Now, Biff, let's talk this over. Let's talk a little sense here. Now, Biff. When I was down in Florida last time, I thought of a great idea to sell sporting goods. It just came back to me. It's you and I, Biff. See, we have a line. The Loman line. Now, we train a couple weeks, put on a couple of exhibitions.
That's an
See,
idea.
Wait, we form 2 basketball teams, 2 water polo teams. Yeah, we play each other. It's $1 million worth of publicity, see? 2 brothers, see? Huh? The Loman brothers. Baby, we could sell sporting goods.
That is a $1 million idea.
Marvelous.
I'm in great shape as far as that's concerned.
And the beauty of it is, Biff, it wouldn't be like a business at all. We'd be out playing ball again.
That's what I was talking
And you wouldn't get fed up with it, Biff. See, it'd be the family again. I'd be
Like the world, you guys together could absolutely lick the civilized world.
Hap, I'll see Oliver tomorrow. If we could work that out.
Oh, I think everything is great.
Stop interrupting, but don't wear a sports jacket and slacks when you see
No.
Oliver. A business suit and talk as little as possible, and don't crack any jokes.
Hey, he did like me. Always liked me.
Oh, he loved you.
Will you stop? Walking very serious. You're not applying for a boy's job. Money is to pay. Shh. Be quiet, fine, and serious. Everybody likes a kidder, but nobody lends them money.
I'll try to get some myself, Biff. I'm sure I can.
Oh, I see great things for you kids. I think your troubles are over. But remember, start big and you'll end big. Ask for 15. How much are you gonna ask for?
Gee, I don't know.
Oh, and don't say G. G is a boy's word. A man walking in for $15,000 does not say
Well,
G.
10, I think, would be
Don't
top,
be so
though.
modest. You always started too low. Walk in with a big laugh. Don't look worried. Start off with a couple of your good stories to lighten things up. It's not what you say, but how you say it. Because personality always wins the day.
Oliver always thought the highest.
Will you let me talk?
Dad, stop yelling at her, will you?
I was talking, wasn't I? Huh?
I know, I just don't like you yelling at her all the time, and I'm telling you, that's all.
What, are you taking over this house?
Oh, Willie, he didn't mean.
Don't take a side all the time, damn it!
Stop yelling at her.
may remember me.
Why did you have to start that? Did you see how sweet he was as soon as you talked hopefully? Go up. Say goodnight to him. Don't let him go to bed that way.
Hey, come on, Biff. Let's fuck him up.
Please, dear. It takes so little to make him happy. Come. Your pajamas are hanging in the bathroom, Willie.
What a woman. They broke the mold when they made her. You know that, Biff?
Pap, he's off salary. My God, working on commission?
Yeah, well, let's face it. He's no hotshot selling man. Except that sometimes you gotta admit he's a sweet personality.
Let me $10, will you? I'm gonna buy some new ties.
I'll take you to a place I know. Beautiful stuff. Wear one of my striped shirts tomorrow.
Mom got so gray. She got awful old. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna see Oliver tomorrow and I'm gonna knock him.
Well, come on up and tell that to Dad. Let's give him a whirl, huh?
You know, with $10,000. Boy.
You know, Biff, that's the first time I've heard the old confidence out of you. You're gonna live with me, kid. And I'm telling you, any babe you want, you say the word.
Can you do something about the shower? It drips.
Oh, all of a sudden, everything falls to pieces. That damn plumbing, you know, they ought to be sued, those people. I hardly finished putting it in.
I was just wondering if Oliver will remember him. Now, do you think he might?
Remember him? What is the matter with you? Are you crazy? If he'd have stayed with Oliver, he'd be on top by now. You wait till Oliver gets a look at him. You see, you don't know the average caliber anymore. The average young man today has got a caliber of 0. Greatest thing in the world for him was to bum up.
Willie.
Glad to hear it, boy.
You wanted to say goodnight to you, sport.
Oh, yeah, you knock him dead, boy. What do you want to tell me?
Just take it easy, Pap. Good night.
And if anything falls off the desk while you're talking to him, like a package or something, don't you pick it up. They have office boys for that.
I'll make a big breakfast.
Will you let me finish? You tell him that you were in the business in the West, not farm work.
All right, Dad, I will.
I think everything's gonna be.
And don't undersell yourself. No less than $15,000.
Okay. Good night, Mom.
Because you got a greatness in you. Biff! Remember that. You got all kinds of greatness.
Sleep well, darling.
I'm gonna get married, Mom. I wanted to tell you.
Go to sleep, dear.
I just wanted to tell you.
Keep up the good work. Do you remember that Ebbets Field game, that the championship of the city?
Just rest, dear. Should I sing to you?
Yeah, you sing to me. You know, when that team came out, he was the tallest. You remember?
All in gold.
Oh, like a young god. Hercules, something like that. And the sun all around him. Remember how he waved to me? Right up from the field with the representatives of 3 colleges standing by and the buyers I brought and the cheers when he came out. Oh, man. God Almighty, help me great yet. A star like that, magnificent, can never really fade away. Oh, boy.
Willie. Dear. What has he got against you?
I'm so tired, don't talk anymore.
Will you ask Howard to let you work in New York?
Oh, first thing in the morning, everything will be all right. Gee.
could loan moving between buildings.
Wonderful coffee. Meal in itself.
Can I make you some eggs?
Oh, take a breath.
You look so rested, dear.
I slept like a dead one. First time in months. Imagine sleeping till 10 on a Tuesday morning.
Oh.
Boys left nice and early.
They were out of here by 8 o'clock.
Good work.
So thrilling seeing them leaving together. I cannot get over the smell of shaving lotion in this house. Biff was very changed this morning. His whole attitude seemed to be, hopefully he couldn't wait to get downtown to see all of us.
Always heading for a change, there's no question. There simply are certain men that take longer to get...
solidified.
How do you dress?
His blue suit. He looked so handsome in that suit. He could be anything in that suit.
Oh, there's no question at all. Gee, on the way home tonight, I'd like to buy some seeds.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, dear, but not enough sun gets back there. Nothing will grow back there
Oh,
anymore.
you wait, kid. Before it's all over, we'll get a little place out in the country. I'll raise some vegetables, a couple of chickens.
Well, you'll do it yet,
I'll
will
get
you?
married and come for a weekend. You know, I build a little guest house because I got so many fine tools. All I need would be a little lumber and some peace of mind.
I sold the line.
You know, I could build 2 guest houses so they both come.
Yes.
Did he decide how much he's going to ask Oliver for?
Well, he didn't mention it, but I imagine 10. 15,000. Now, you're going to talk to Howard today.
Oh, yeah, I'll put it to him straight and simple. Just have to take me off the road.
For a little advance because we got the insurance premium. It's the grace period now.
That's 100 and...
It's 108.68 because we're a little short this month.
Why are we short?
Well, you had the motor job done in the car.
Oh, that damn Studebaker.
And you got one more payment on the refrigerator.
But it just broke again.
Well, it's old, dear.
I told you we should have bought a well-advertised machine. Charlie bought a General Electric, and it's 20 years old, and it's still good. That
Willie, please.
Oh, who ever heard of a Hastings refrigerator? Once in my life, I'd like to buy something outright before it's broken. I am always in a race with the junkyard. I just finished paying for the car, and it's on its last legs. The refrigerator consumes belts like a maniac. They time those things. They time them. So when you finally pay for them, they're used up.
All told, about $200 would carry us, dear, but that includes the last payment on the mortgage. When we've made that payment, Willie, the house belongs to us.
It's 25 years.
Biff was 9 years old when we bought it.
Well, that's a great thing, to weather a 25-year mortgage, you see.
It's an accomplishment.
All the cement, the lumber, the reconstruction I put in this house, there ain't a crack to be found in it anymore.
Well, it served its purpose.
What purpose? Some stranger will come along, move in, and that's that. Only Biff would take this house and raise a family. Goodbye, I'm late.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. You were supposed to meet them for dinner tonight.
Me?
Yeah, Frank's Tapas, 48th near 6th Avenue.
That's so?
Yeah.
How about you?
No, just the 3 of you. They are going to blow you to a big meal.
Don't say.
Yeah?
Who thought of that?
Biff came to me this morning. Well, he said, tell Dad we're going to blow him to a big meal. Be there 6 o'clock. You and your 2 boys are going to have dinner.
Oh, gee whiz. That's really something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna knock Howard for a loop, kid. I'll get in advance and I'll come home with a New York job. Damn it, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, that's a spirit, Willie.
I will never get behind a wheel the rest of my life.
Changing, Willie. I can feel it changing.
Beyond the question.
Oh! Got your glasses.
Yeah, come on.
And your handkerchief.
And my...
And your sock.
And my sack.
Now, you be careful on the subway stairs.
Will you stop mending stockings at least while I'm in the house? It gets me nervous. I can't tell you, please.
And don't forget Frank's Chop House.
You know, maybe beets would grow out there.
Oh, Willie, you tried so many times.
Yeah, well, don't work hard.
Now, you be careful.
Come on, give me a little something.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello, Willie.
Like to have a little talk with you, Howard.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'll be with you in a minute.
What's that, Howard?
You ever see one of these? It's a wire recorder.
Oh, can we talk a minute?
It records things. I just got delivery yesterday. It's been driving me crazy. It's the most terrific machine I ever saw in my life. I was up all night with it.
What do you do with it?
I bought it for dictation, but you can do anything with it. Listen to this. I had it home last night. Now listen to what I picked up. The first one is my daughter. Get this. Listen to that kid whistle.
That is lifelike, isn't it?
7 years old, Willie. Get that tone.
Listen, I'd like to ask a little favor.
It's your turn now, Daddy.
She's crazy for me. That's me.
You're very good.
Get this now. This is my son.
The capital of Alabama is Montgomery. The capital of California is
5 years old,
Sacramento.
Will.
He'll make an announcer someday.
Capital of
Get that.
Colorado
That is alphabetical order. Oh, wait a minute. The maid kicked the plug.
That certainly is
Shh, for God's
It
sake.
is 9 o'clock below lunchtime, so I have to go to sleep.
Really is.
Hey, wait a minute. The next is my wife.
We're gonna talk. I can't think of anything. Talk. It's turning. Hello? Oh, Harry, I can't talk.
That was my wife.
That is a wonderful machine. Can
Oh,
we,
I'll tell you, Willie, I'm going to take my camera and my bandsaw and all my hobbies, and out they go. This is the most fascinating relaxation I ever found.
I think I'll get one myself.
Sure, they're only $150. You can't do without it. Supposing you want to hear Jack Benny, see? But you can't be home at that hour. So you tell the maid to turn the radio on, and Jack Benny comes on, and this automatically comes on with the radio.
And when you come home,
you can come home at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, anytime you like it. You get yourself a Coke, sit yourself down, throw the switch, and there is Jack Benny's program in the middle of the night.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna get one myself, Howard, because lots of times I'm on the road and I think to myself, what I must be missing on the radio.
Don't you have a radio in the car?
Well, yeah, but you know, whoever thinks of turning it on.
Say, aren't you supposed to be in Boston?
That's what I want to talk to you about, Howard. You got a minute?
What happened? What are you doing here?
Well,
You didn't crack up again, did you?
Oh, no. Oh.
Jeez, got me worried there for a minute. What's the trouble?
Well, tell you the truth, Howard, I've come to the decision that I'd rather not travel anymore.
Not travel? Well, what do you do?
Remember Christmas time when you had the party here? You said you'd try to think of some spot for me here in town.
With us?
Well, sure.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I couldn't think of anything for you, Willie.
I tell you, Howard, the kids are all growing up now, you know. I don't need much anymore. If I could take home, well, $65 a week, I could swing it.
Yeah, but Willie, see,
I'll tell you why, Howard. Speaking frankly, and between the two of us, you know, I'm just a little tired.
I can understand that, Willie. But you're a road man, Willie. We do a road business. We've only got half dozen salesmen on the floor here.
God knows, Howard, I never asked a favor of any man, but I was with the firm when your father used to carry you in here in his arms.
I know that,
Your
Willie.
father came to me the day you were born and asked me what I thought of the name Howard. May he rest in peace.
I appreciate that, Willie. But there just is no spot here for you. If I had a spot, I would slam you right into it, but I just don't have a single solitary
Howard,
spot.
all I need to set my table is $50 a week.
Where am I gonna put you, kid?
Look, it's not a question of whether I can sell merchandise, is it? Huh?
No. But it's a business, kid, and everybody's got to pull his own weight.
Just let me tell you a story.
Because you have got to admit that business is
Oh,
business.
business is definitely business. But just listen for a minute now. You don't understand this now. When I was a boy, 18, 19, I was already on the road. And there was a question in my mind as to whether selling had a future for me. Because in those days, I had a yearning to go to Alaska. You see, there were 3 gold strikes in 1 month in Alaska, and I felt like going out. Just for the ride, you might say.
You don't say.
Oh, sure. My father lived many years in Alaska. He was an adventurous man. We got quite a little streak of self-reliance in our family, Howard. And I thought I'd go out with my older brother, try to locate him, maybe even settle in the north with the old man, and I was almost decided to go. When I met a salesman in the Parker House, his name was Dave Singelman. He was 84 years old, and he drummed merchandise in 31 states. And old Dave, he'd go up to his room, you understand, put on his green velvet slippers, I'll never forget. Pick up the phone, call the buyers. Without ever leaving his room,
At the age of 84, he made his living. And when I saw that, I realized that selling was the greatest career that a man could want, because what could be more satisfying than to be able to go at the age of 84 into 20 or 30 different cities and pick up a phone and be remembered and loved and helped by so many different people? You know, when he died, by the way, he died the death of a salesman in his green velvet slippers and the smoker of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford going into Boston. When he died, hundreds of salesmen and buyers were at his funeral. Things were sad on a lot of trains for months after that. You see, in those days, there was personality in it, Howard. There was respect and comradeship and gratitude in it. Today, it's all cut and dried, and there's no chance for bringing friendship to bear or personality. I mean, you see what I mean. They don't know me anymore.
That's just the thing, Willie.
If I had $40 a week, that's
kid,
all I need.
Kid,
$40.
I can't take blood from a stone,
Howard,
Willie.
your Al Smith was nominated. Your father came to me. I'm talking about your father. There were promises made across this desk. You mustn't tell me that you got people to see. I put 34 years into this firm, Howard, and now I can't pay my insurance. You can't eat the orange and throw the peel away. A man is not a piece of fruit. Pay attention. Sorry. No, your father. Howard, in 1928, I had a big year. I averaged $170 a week.
Willie, you never averaged $170
No,
a week.
I averaged $170 a week in the year 1928. And your father came to me, Howard. It was right across the desk. He put his hand on my shoulder.
You have to excuse me, Willie.
Yeah.
I've got to see some people. Now, you pull yourself together. I'll be back in a little while.
Put myself together. What the hell did I say to you? My God. I was yelling at her. Frank, don't you remember what you told me that time? You put your hand on my shoulder, in fact. Howard. Oh, Howard. Howard, shut it off. Shut it off.
Look, Willie.
Oh, I gotta get myself some coffee. I get some coffee.
Willie, look.
I'll go to Boston.
Look, Willie. You can't go to Boston for us.
Why can't I go?
I don't want you to represent us. I've been meaning to tell you for a long time now.
Howard, are you firing me?
I think that you need a good long rest, Willie.
Howard.
And when you feel better, come back and we'll see if we can work something out.
I gotta earn money, Howard. I'm in no
Where
position.
are your sons?
What?
Why don't your sons give you a hand?
Oh, they're working on a very big deal.
This is no time for false pride, Willie. You go to your sons and tell them you're tired. You got two great boys there, haven't you?
Oh, no question. But
that's that, huh?
In the meantime.
That's that, huh?
All right, I'll go to Boston tomorrow.
No. No.
No, I can't throw myself on my kids. I'm not a crook.
Look, kid, I am busy this morning.
I've got to let me go to Boston.
I have got a line of people to see this morning. Sit down.
What?
Sit.
Oh, yeah.
Take 5 minutes and pull yourself together, and then go home, will you? I need the office, Willie. Oh, yeah, whenever you can this week, stop by and drop off the samples. You'll feel better, Willie, and then come back. We'll talk. Pull yourself together, kid. There's people outside.
Oh, Ben! How did you do it, huh? What's the answer? Did you wind up the Alaska deal already?
Doesn't take much time if you know what you're doing. Just a short business trip. Boarding ship in an hour. Wanted to say goodbye.
Ben, I gotta talk to you.
Having the time, William.
Ben, nothing is working out. I don't know what to do.
Now, look here, William. I bought timberland in Alaska, and I need a man to look after things for me.
Oh, God, timberland.
Me and my boys in those grand outdoors.
You've a new continent on your doorstep, William. Get out of these cities. They're full of talking time-hammers and courts of law. Screw in your fists, you can fight for a fortune up there.
Yes, Linda! Linda!
You're back.
I haven't much time.
No, wait, Linda, he's got a proposition for me in Alaska.
But you've got a beautiful job here.
Oh, but in Alaska, kid,
You are doing well enough, Willie.
Enough for what, my dear?
Don't say things like that to him. Enough to be happy right here, right now. Why must everyone conquer the world? You're well like the boys love you. And just the other day, old man Wagner told him if he keeps it up, he'll be a member of the firm. Now, didn't he, Willie?
Sure. I am building something with this firm, Ben. And if a man is building something, he must be on the right track, doesn't he?
What are you building? Lay your hand on it. Where is it?
It's true, Linda. It's not.
Why? There's a man 84 years old, Willie.
That's right, Ben. That's right. When I look at that man, I say, what is there to worry about? Oh, it's true, Ben. All he has to do is go into Andy City, pick up a phone, and he's making his living. And you know why?
Gotta go, William.
Oh, look at this boy. Without a penny to his name, 3 great universities are begging for him. From there, the sky's the limit. Because it's not what you do, Ben. It's who you know. Huh? And a smile on your face. It's context, Ben. Context. The whole wealth of Alaska passes over the lunch table of the Commodore Hotel. And that's the wonder. The wonder in his country that a man can end with diamonds here on the basis of being liked. And that's why when you get out on that field today, it's important because thousands of people will be rooting for you and loving you. And Ben, when he walks into a business office, his name will sound out like a bell, and all the doors will open to him. Oh, I've seen it, Ben, huh? I've seen it 1,000 times. You can't feel it in your hands like timber, but it's there.
Goodbye, William.
Ben, am I right? Don't you think I'm right? I value your advice.
There's a new continent at your doorstep, William. You could walk out rich. Rich!
Oh, we're gonna do it here, Ben. You hear me? We're gonna do it here.
Oh, gee, I was afraid you left already.
Why? What time is it?
1:30.
Oh, well, come on, everybody. Evans Field. Next stop. Where's the pennants?
Did you pack fresh underwear?
I want to go.
I'm carrying your helmet, ain't I, Biff?
Oh, I'm carrying the helmet.
Oh, Biff, you promised me.
I'm carrying the helmet.
Well, how am I going to get in the locker room?
Well, let him carry the shoulder guards.
Oh, can't I, Biff? Because I told everybody I was going to be in the locker room.
In Evans Field, it's the clubhouse.
I meant the clubhouse. Biff?
Let him carry the shoulder gun.
All right, but you stay close to us now.
Everybody wait when Biff comes out on the field. You set now, boy.
Ready to go, Pap. Every muscle is ready.
You realize what this means?
That's right, Pap.
You're coming home this afternoon, captain of the All-Scholastic Championship team of the city of New York.
That's right, Pap. And you remember, when I take off my helmet, that touchdown's for you.
I got no room for you, Charlie.
Room for what?
In the car.
Going for a ride? I want to shoot some casino.
Casino? Don't you realize what today is?
Oh, he knows, Willie. He's just kidding you.
That's nothing to kid about.
I'm not kidding, Linda. What's going on?
He is playing in Ebbets Field today.
Baseball in this weather?
Don't talk to him. Come on. Come on, we're late.
Wait a minute. Did you hear the news? Listen to the radio. Ebbets Field just blew up.
You go to hell. Everybody in?
Knock a homer, Biff. Knock a homer.
I don't think that was funny, Charlie.
Willie.
You hear me? Huh? It's the greatest day in his life.
Willie, when are you going to grow up?
Yeah, when this game is over, you'll be laughing out of the other side of your face. I'll be calling him another Red Grange. 25,000 a year. Yeah, that's so.
Well, wait a minute, Willie. I'm sorry.
Yeah?
But tell me something.
What?
Who is Red Grange?
Put up your hands. Huh? Put up your hands. Come on, damn you. Put up your hands. Who do you think you are? Better than everybody else? You don't know what? Put up your hands. Put up your hands. Put up your hands. Who the hell do you think you are? You don't know what you think you're doing, stupid. Put up your hands. What are you walking away for? Don't walk away. You're going to say something to me. You say it to my face. I know you laugh at me behind my back. You'll be laughing out of the other side of your face after this game. So what's the verdict? Touchdown! Touchdown! 80,000 people right between the goalposts! Love it! Touchdown! Touchdown! Jenny. Jenny, good to see you. How are you, huh? Working? Or still on?
Fine. How you been feeling?
Oh, not much anymore, Jenny.
Hello, Uncle Willie.
Bernard. Well, look who's here.
How are you? Good to see you.
What are you doing here?
Just stop by to see Pop.
get off my feet till my train leaves. I'm going to Washington in a few minutes.
Is he in?
Yes, he's in his office with the accountant. Sit down.
Oh. What are you gonna do in Washington?
Just a case I've got there, Willie.
That's so? You gonna play tennis there?
I'm staying with a friend who's got a court.
Don't say. Their own tennis court. Must be fine people, I bet.
They are very nice. Dad tells me Biff's in town.
Yeah. Biff's in. He's working on a very big deal, Bernard.
Oh, what's Biff doing?
Well, he's been doing very big things in the West, but he decided to establish himself here. Very big. We're having dinner. Did I hear your wife had a boy?
That's right. Our second.
2 boys. What do you know?
You still with the old firm, Willie?
I'm overjoyed to see how you made the grade, Bernard. Oh, overjoyed. It's an encouraging thing to see a young man really, oh, it looks very good for Biff. Very, Bernard.
What is it, Willie?
What's the secret? What's the secret?
What's secret?
How did you? Why didn't he ever catch on?
Oh, Willie, I wouldn't know that.
Oh, you were his friend, his boyhood friend. There's something I don't understand about it. His life ended after that Evans Field game. From the age of 17, nothing good ever happened to him.
Willie, he never trained himself for anything.
He did. After high school, he took so many correspondence courses, radio mechanics, television, God knows what. He never made a slightest mark.
Willie, do you want to talk candidly?
Bernard, I regard you as a very brilliant man, Bernard. I value your advice.
Oh, the hell with the advice, Willie. I couldn't advise you. But there's one thing that I have always wanted to ask you. When he was supposed to graduate and the math teacher flunked him.
Well, that son of a bitch ruined his life.
Yeah, but Willie, all he had to do was go to summer school, make up that subject.
That's right. That's right.
Did you tell him not to go to summer school?
Me, I begged him to go. I ordered him to go.
Well, why wouldn't he go?
Why? Why, Bernard? That question's been trailing me like a ghost for the last 15 years. He flunked the subject, and he laid down and he died like a hammerhead.
Take it easy, kid.
Oh, let me talk to you, Bernard. I got nobody to talk to. Was it my fault? You see, it keeps going around in my head. Maybe I did something to him. I got nothing to give him, Bernard.
Willie, don't take it so hard.
Why did he lay down?
Please hold a minute.
What is the story there?
Willie.
You were his friend. Come on.
Willie, I remember it was June. Our grades came out. He'd flunked math.
Oh, that son of a bitch ruined
No,
his
it wasn't
life.
right then. Biff just got very angry, I remember, and he was ready to enroll in summer school.
He was.
He was. He wasn't beaten by it at all. But then Willie, see.
What?
He disappeared from the block for almost a month. Now, I got the idea that he'd gone up to New England to see you. Now, did he have a talk with you then? Willie.
Yeah. He came to Boston. What about it?
Well, it's just that when he came back, I'll never forget this. It always mystifies me because I thought so well of Biff. I loved him, Willie, you know. He came back after that month and he took his sneakers. You remember those sneakers with the University of Virginia printed on them? And he was so proud of them. He wore them every day. Well, he took them down into the cellar, burned them up in the furnace. And we had a fist fight. Lasted at least half an hour, just the two of us, punching each other down the cellar, crying right through it. And I've often thought of how strange it was that I knew he'd given up his life. What happened in Boston, Willie? I'll just bring it up because you asked me.
What do you mean, what happened? What does that got to do with it?
And Willie, don't get sore.
What are you trying to do? Blame it on me if a boy lays down? Is that my fault?
No, Willie, don't
well,
take
no, don't you talk to me that way, Bernard. What does that mean, huh? What happened?
Hey. You're gonna miss that train.
Yeah, go. Thanks, Bob. Bye, Willie. Don't worry about it. I know if at first you don't succeed.
Oh, yes, I believe in that.
But sometimes, Willie, it's better for a man just to walk away.
Walk away.
That's right.
But if you can't walk away.
I guess that's when it's tough. Goodbye, Willie.
My boy.
How do you like this kid? Gonna argue a case in front of the Supreme Court?
No. The Supreme Court?
I gotta run.
Huh? Bye, Dad.
Knock him dead, Bernard.
The Supreme Court? And he didn't even mention it?
You don't have to. He's gonna do it.
And you never told him what to do, did you? You never took any interest in him.
My salvation is that I never took any interest in anything. Here's some money. $50. I got an accountant inside.
Charlie, look, I got my insurance to pay. If you can manage it, I need $110. No, I draw from my bank, but Linda...
Sit down, Willie.
Look, I want you to know I'm keeping an account of everything, remember?
Now, listen to me,
I'll
Willie.
pay every penny back.
Willie!
I want you to
What's
know
going
that
on?
I appreciate...
What the hell is going on inside your head?
Why, I'm simply,
I offered you a job. You can make $50 a week, and I won't send you on the road.
I got a job.
Without pay? What kind of a job is a job without pay? Now, look, kid, enough is enough. I'm no genius, but I know when I'm being insulted.
Insulted?
Why don't you want to work for me?
What does it matter with you? I got a job.
And what are you walking in here every week for?
Well, if you don't want me to walk in here...
I am offering you a job.
I don't want your job.
When the hell are you going to grow up?
You big ignoramus, if you say that to me again, I'll wrap you in. I don't care how big you are.
How much do you need, Willie?
Oh, Charlie, I'm strapped. I don't know what to do. I was just fired.
Howard fired you?
That's not no.
Imagine that, I named him Howard.
I named him Howard.
Willie, when are you going to realize that them things don't mean anything? You named him Howard, but you can't sell that. The only thing you got in this world is what you can sell. The funny thing is that you're a salesman and you don't know that.
Well, I always tried to think otherwise. I guess I always felt that if a man was impressive and well-liked, that nothing...
Why must everybody like you? Who liked J.P. Morgan? Was he impressive? In a Turkish bath, he looked like a butcher, but with his pockets on. He was very well-liked. Now, listen, Willie. I know you don't like me, and nobody can say I'm in love with you. But I'll give you a job, because, just for the hell of it, what do you say?
I just can't work for you, Charlie.
What, are you jealous of me?
No. Can't work for you, that's all. Don't ask me why.
You've been jealous of me all your life, you damn fool. Here. Pay your insurance.
I'm keeping strict accounts.
I got some work to do.
Huh?
Take care of yourself. And pay your insurance.
It's funny, you know, after all the highways and the trains and the appointments and the years, you end up worth more dead than alive.
Willie, nobody's worth nothing dead. You hear what I said? Willie!
Oh, apologize to Bernard for me. When you see him, I didn't mean to argue with him. He's a fine boy, you know? They're all fine boys. And they'll end up big, all of them someday. They'll all play tennis together. Wish me luck, Charlie. He saw Bill Oliver today.
Good luck.
Oh, Charlie, you're the only friend I got. Isn't that remarkable thing?
You're on the front there, you're in the middle of all kinds of noise. Whenever you got a party, Mr. Loman, you just tell me, I'll put you back here.
You don't happen to be French. You look French.
Mr. Loman.
How's it coming, Stanley?
That's a dog's life. Only wish the during the war. They took me in the army. I could have been dead by now.
You got a couple nice lobsters?
100% big.
I want them with the claws.
Don't worry, I don't give you no mice. How about some wine? Put a head on the beer.
No, you remember, Stanley, the recipe I brought you from overseas with the champagne in it?
Sure, I still got that tack up yet in the kitchen, but it cost you $1 a piece anyway.
That's all right.
What, you hit a number or something?
No, it's a little celebration. My brother as well, I think he pulled off a big deal today. I think we're going into business together.
Great, that's the best. It's a family business, you know what I mean? That's the best.
That's what I think.
Because what's the difference? Somebody steals, it's in the family, you know what I mean?
Shh. It's true.
Ma'am?
I'm, expecting someone.
Oh, look at that mouth. Oh, God, and the binoculars. Wait on it.
You like a menu, ma'am?
I'd like,
Why don't you bring her? Excuse me, miss, do you mind? I sell champagne, and I'd like you to try my brand. Bring her a champagne, Stanley.
That's awfully nice of you.
Don't mention it. It's all company money.
That's a charming product to be selling, isn't it?
Well, it's like everything else. Selling is selling, you know?
I suppose.
You don't happen to sell, do you?
No, I don't sell.
Would you object to a compliment from a stranger? You ought to be on a magazine cover.
I happen.
Oh, what did I say before? You see, Stanley, she's a cover girl.
Oh, I could see.
What magazine?
A lot of them. Thank you.
You know what they say in France, don't you? Champagne is the drink of the complexion.
Okay.
Hey, you Biffo.
Sorry I'm late.
No. I just got here. Miss
Forsythe.
Miss Forsythe? This is my brother.
Is Dad here?
His name is Biff. You might have heard of him. He's a great football player.
Really? What team?
Are you familiar with football?
Well, no, I'm afraid I'm not.
Biff is quarterback with the New York Giants.
Well, that is nice, isn't it?
Good health.
I'm happy to meet you.
That's my name, Hap. Well, it's really Harold, but at West Point they called me Happy.
Oh, I see. How do you do?
Isn't Dad coming?
You wanna?
Hap, I could never make that.
Oh, Biff, I remember the time that idea would never come into your head. Where's the old confidence?
Listen, I just saw...
Oh, wait a minute, please. I got to see the old confidence. Now, Biff, you want her? She's on call.
No.
I'm telling you, watch this. Honey? Are you busy?
Well, I am. But I could make a phone call.
Oh, do that, would you, honey? And see if you can get a friend, huh? We'll be here for a while. Biff, one of the greatest football players in the country.
Well, I'm certainly happy to meet you.
Yeah, we'll come back soon.
I'll try.
Oh, don't try, honey. Try hard. Hmm? Oh, isn't that a shame? Beautiful girl like that, that's why I can't get married.
Hap, look.
Hey, I told you she's on
Cut it out, will you? I want to say something.
All right, so, did you see Oliver?
Yeah, I saw him all right, and I want to tell Dad a couple things, and I want you to help me.
Is he gonna back you?
Are you crazy? You're out of your head, do you know that?
Why? What happened?
I did a terrible thing today, Hap. It's been the strangest day I ever went through. I'm all numb, I swear.
What do you mean, he wouldn't see you?
I waited 6 hours for him, see? All day I kept sending my name in, even tried to date his secretary, so she got me through to him, but no so.
Yeah, that's because you're not showing the old confidence. But now he remembered you, didn't he?
And finally, about 5 o'clock, he comes out. Didn't remember who the hell I was or anything.
Biff, did you tell him my Florida idea?
Happy walked away. I saw him for 1 minute. I got so mad I could have torn the walls down. I mean, how the hell did I ever get the idea that I was a salesman there? I even believed myself that I'd been a salesman for him. And then he gave me one look, and I realized what a ridiculous lie. My whole life has been, we have been talking in a dream for 15 years. I was a shipping clerk.
What did you do?
He left, see, and his secretary went out, and I was alone in the waiting room. And next thing I know, I was in his office. Panel walls and everything, and I can't explain it, Hap. I took his fountain pen.
Jeez. Did he catch you?
I ran out. I ran down all 11 flights. I ran.
Boy, oh boy, that was dumb, Biff. Why did you do that?
I don't know. I just wanted to take something. You gotta help me, Hap. I want to tell Pop.
What, are you crazy? What for?
Hap,
Pop, he's got to understand that I'm not the man that somebody lends that kind of money to. I mean, he thinks I've been spiting him all these years, and it's eating him up.
Yeah, that's just it. You tell him something nice. You say you got a lunch date with Oliver tomorrow.
So what do I do tomorrow?
Now, look, Dad is never so happy as when he's looking forward to something, huh?
Really? Oh, gee, I haven't been here in years.
Sit down, Pop. You want a drink?
Sure, I don't mind.
Let's get a load on.
You look worried.
No. Scott's all around. Make it double.
Yeah, a couple already, didn't you? Well, what happened, boy? Everything go all right?
Pal, I had an experience today.
Terrific.
Pop.
So, what happened?
Well, I want to tell you everything from first to last. It's been a strange day. I had to wait quite a while for him.
Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver. All day, as a matter of cold fact. And a lot of instances, Pop. Facts about my life came back to me. Who was it, Pop? Who was it ever said I was a salesman with Oliver?
Well, you were.
No, Dad, I was a shipping clerk, Dad. I don't know who said it first, but I was never a salesman for Bill Oliver.
What are you talking about?
Look, just hold on to the facts tonight, Pop. We're not gonna get anywhere bulling around. I was a shipping clerk.
All right, now listen
Dad,
to
why
me.
don't you let me finish?
I'm not interested in stories about the past or any crap of that kind because the woods are burning. Boys, you understand me? There's a big blaze going on all around. I was fired today.
How could you?
I was fired. And I'm looking for a little good news to tell your mother because the woman has waited and the woman has suffered.
But, Dad...
The gist of it is, Biff, I haven't got a story left in my head, so don't give me a lecture about facts and aspects. I am not interested now. What have you got to say to me, huh? Did you see Oliver? Huh?
Jeez, Dad.
You mean you didn't go up there?
Sure he went up there, Pop.
Dad, I did. I saw him. How could they fire him?
What kind of a welcome did he give you?
He won't even let you work on commission?
I'm out, so tell me, he gave you a warm welcome?
Sure, Pop, sure.
I was wondering if you'd remember you. Imagine a man doesn't see him in 10, 12 years and he gives him that kind of a
you're
welcome.
damn
You know
right.
why I remembered you, don't you? Because you impressed him in those
Dad,
days.
can we talk quietly and get this down to the
Well, what
facts?
happened? It's great news, Biff. Tell me, did he take you to his office or did you talk in the waiting room?
Well,
huh?
he came
What
in.
did he say? I bet you threw his arms around
Well, he
you.
kinda-
Oh, he's a fine man. He's a very hard man to see.
I know that.
Is that where you had the drinks? huh?
Yeah, he gave me...
Pop, you told him my Florida idea.
Don't interrupt. How did he react to the Florida
Dad, will you
idea?
please give me a minute to explain?
I've been waiting for you to explain since I sat down here.
I
What
know.
happened? He took you into his office and what?
Well, I talked, and he listened.
Always famous for the way he listens. What was his answer?
His answer...
Huh?
Dad, you're not letting me tell you what I want to tell you.
You didn't see him, did you?
I did see
Well,
him.
you insult him or something? You insulted him, didn't you?
Dad,
huh?
you let me out of it. Will you just let me
Hey,
out?
Biff, what the hell? What
I
happened?
can't talk.
Will you please tell him what happened?
Shut up and leave me
Oh,
alone.
no. You had to go and flunk math.
Dad, what? Mrs. Loman, what are you talking
Math.
Take it easy, pal.
Mrs. Loman.
If you hadn't have flunked, you've been sent.
Dad, no, I'm gonna tell you what happened and you're gonna listen to me. I
Mrs.
waited
Loman.
6
the hell are
hours.
you
for
saying,
him.
Vic?
Yeah, I kept sending my name in, Dad, but he wouldn't see me, so finally he came.
Biff flunked math. No. Birnbaum flunked him. They won't graduate.
Where is he?
No, he left. He went to Grand Central.
You mean he went to Boston?
Is Uncle Willie in Boston?
See, so I'm washed up with Oliver, Pop. Do you understand, Dad? Are you listening to me?
Yeah, sure, if you hadn't have flunked,
Dad, flunked what?
Well, don't blame everything on me. I didn't flunk math. You did. What pen?
Yeah, that was dumb, Biff. A pen like that.
You took Oliver's pen.
Dad, I just explained it.
You stole Bill Oliver's fountain pen.
I didn't exactly steal it, Pop. That's just what I was
Look,
trying
Pop,
to
he
tell
had
you.
it in his hand, but just then Oliver walked in, he got nervous, and he stuck it in his pocket.
My God, Biff.
I never
Stand
intended to
aside.
do it, Dad.
I'm not in my room.
Ringing Mr. Loman.
I'm not there. Now stop it.
Mr.
I'm
Loman's
no
not
good,
answering.
Dad.
I'm not there.
Shall I pay attention?
No, you're no good.
I am, Dad.
You're no good for
But,
anything.
Dad, I'll find something else. Don't worry about anything, Pop. Talk to me. I'll
Paging
make good,
Mr. Loman.
Dad.
No.
Strike something, Pop, please.
Listen,
No, no.
Listen,
Dad.
Dad, I'm telling you something good. Oliver talked to his partner about the Floyd idea. You listening, Dad?
Yeah.
Dad?
Yeah.
He talked to his partner, and he came to me, and I'm gonna be all right, Pop, because he said it's just a question of the amount.
Then you got it.
Oh, he's gonna be terrific.
Oh, then you got it, haven't you?
No,
You got it, haven't you?
No,
You
see,
got it.
I'm supposed to have lunch with him tomorrow, Dad. I'm just telling you this so that you'll know I can still make an impression, Pop, and I'll make good somewheres, but I can't go tomorrow.
Why not? You simply...
The pen, Pop.
Oh, you give him the pen. You tell him what's an
Sure,
oversight.
Biff, you have lunch tomorrow.
I can't say.
You were doing a crossword puzzle. You accidentally used his pen.
No, listen, kid. I took those balls years ago, Pop, and now I walk in with this fountain pen that clinches it. Don't you understand that? I can't face him like that. I'll try elsewhere.
Don't you want to be anything?
But, Pop, how can I go back?
You don't want to be anything. Is that what's behind it?
Dad, don't take it that way. Do you think it was easy walking into that office after what I'd done to him? A team of horses couldn't have dragged me to Bilal.
And why did you go?
Why did I go? Why did I go? Dad, look at you. Look at what's become of you.
Biff, you're going to go to that lunch
Dad,
tomorrow.
I can't go. I've got no appointment.
Are you spiting me?
Don't take it that way, damn it.
Rotten little louse. Are you spiting me?
Dad, I'm no good. Can't you see what I am?
You're in a restaurant. Now cut it out, both of you.
Oh, someone's at the door, Billy.
Hello, girls. Sit down.
Guess we might as well. This is Letta.
Oh, you miss him. What are you doing?
Letta might not be able to stay long.
I gotta get up very early tomorrow. I got jury duty. I'm so excited. Were you fellas ever on a jury?
No, I've been in front of him. This is my father.
Isn't he cute? Sit down with us, Pop.
Yeah, sure, Biff, sit him down now.
Come on, Slugger, sit down.
Really?
Come on, drink us something.
Willie, are you coming? Willie, I'm waiting.
Open the door.
What door?
With the washroom, the door. Where's the door?
Just go straight down.
You stop laughing. You stop. Will you stop?
I think it's sweet. You bring your daddy along.
Oh, he isn't really your father.
Miss Forsythe, you've just seen a prince walk by. A fine, troubled prince, a hardworking, unappreciated prince. A pal, do you understand? A good companion. Always for his boys.
That's so sweet.
Yeah, well, girls, we're wasting time here, huh? Now, what's the program? Biff, yeah, gather around. Now, where would you like to go? Huh?
Why don't you do something for me?
Me?
Don't you give a damn for him?
What are you talking about, Biff? I'm the one...
That you don't give a good damn about him. Look what I found in the cellar house. Huh? How can you bear to let that go on?
Oh, yeah, me, huh? Who goes off? Who runs away?
He doesn't mean anything to you, Hap. You could help him. I can't. Hap, don't you understand what he's gonna do to himself? He's gonna kill himself. Don't you know that?
Don't I know him?
Hap, help him. Help him. Help me. Help me. I can't bear to look at his face.
Biff? Biff, where you
What's
going?
he so mad about?
We're gonna catch up with him.
Say, I don't like that temper of his.
No, he's overstrung.
Don't
That's
you
all.
wanna
He's
tell
gonna be
your
all right.
father?
No, that's not my father. He's just a guy. Come on, we're gonna catch up with Biff and... Oh, honey, we're gonna paint this town. I love those bedroom eyes. Yeah, that's how I knew you were friends.
Mr. Loman! Mr. Loman! Mr. Loman! Hey! Mr. Loman!
Oh.
Willie, aren't you gonna answer the door? Willie, aren't you gonna answer the door?
Sure. Oh.
Someone's at the door, Willie. Willie, are you gonna answer the door? He's gonna wake up the whole hotel.
I'm not expecting anybody.
Why don't you have another drink, honey? Stop being so damn self-centered.
I'm so lonely.
You know, you ruined me, Willie. From now on, whenever you come to the office, I'm gonna see you go right through to the buyers. No waiting at my desk anymore, Willie. You ruined me.
Oh, that's nice of you to say that.
Oh, gee, you're self-centered. Why so sad? You're the saddest self-centered soul I ever did see, so.
What? Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, it's silly to be dressing in the middle of the night. Aren't you gonna answer the door?
Oh, they're knocking on the wrong door.
But I felt the knocking and heard us talking. Maybe the hotel's on fire.
It's a mistake.
And tell him to go away.
There's nobody there.
Willie, it's getting on my nerves. There's somebody standing out there and it's getting on my nerves.
All right. Stay in the bathroom here. And don't come out. I think there's a law in Massachusetts about it, so don't come out. It may be the new room clerk. He looked very mean. It's a mistake. There's no fine.
Dad, why didn't you answer?
Beth, what are you doing in Boston?
Dad, why didn't you answer? I was knocking for 5 minutes. I called you on the phone.
I just heard you. I was in the bathroom and had the door shut. Did anything happen home? Huh?
Dad, I let you down.
What do you mean? Biffo, what's this about? Come on, let's go downstairs and get you a ball.
I flunked math.
Not for the term.
The term, I haven't got enough credits to graduate.
You mean to say that Bernard wouldn't give you the answers?
Pop, he did. He tried, but I only got a 61.
And they wouldn't give you 4 points?
Dad, that Birnbaum refused, absolutely. Pop, I begged him to give me those points, but he won't listen to me. You gotta talk to him, Dad, before they close the school, because if he saw the kind of man that you are and you talk to him in your way, I'm sure he'd come through for me, Pop. See, the class came right before practice, so I didn't go enough. Would you talk to him, Dad? I know he'd like you. You know the way you could talk.
You're on. We'll drive right back.
Dad, good work. All right. I'm sure he'll change it.
Hurry downstairs and tell the clerk I'm checking out. Go right down.
Oh, see, Pop, the reason he hates me is one day he was late for class, so I got up at the blackboard and imitated him. Crossed my eyes and cocked the lip.
You did? The kids like it?
They nearly died laughing.
Yeah, what did you do?
The square root of 63 is... And in the middle of it, he walks in.
He walked like this. All right.
Somebody in there?
No, that was next door.
Pop, somebody got in your back.
No, it's the next room. There's a party.
Can I come in? There's something in the bathtub, Willie, and it's moving.
You better go back to your room now. They must be finished painting by now. See, they're painting a room, so I let her take a shower. Here. Go back, go back.
I gotta get dressed, Willie.
Will you get out of here? Oh, this is Miss Frances. She's a buyer. She lives down the hall, and they're painting her. Go back, go back, go back.
My clothes, Willie. I can't go naked into the hall.
Will you get out of here?
Where's my stockings? You promised me stockings, Willie.
Stockings?
You had 2 boxes of size 9 shirts for me, and I wanted them.
Yeah. For God's sake, now we get out of here.
Oh, boy, I just hope there's nobody in the hall. That's all I hope. You, football or baseball?
Football.
That's me, too. Good night.
Well, better get going. I want to get to the school first thing in the morning, huh? So get my suits out of the closet, and I'll get my valise. What's the matter? Oh, she's a buyer, Biff. She buys for... she lives down the hall. She buys for J.H. Simmons, and, you know, they're painting. Oh, now, you don't imagine that Now, look, pal, she's just a buyer. She sees merchandise in her room, and they have to keep it looking just so, all right? Come on, now, get my suits. Now, you stop crying, and you do as I say, Biff. I gave you an order, Biff. Biff, I gave you an order. Is that what you do when I give you an order? Is it? Then how dare you cry? Oh, no. Now, look, Biff, when you grow up, you'll understand about these things. Hmm? No, you mustn't overemphasize a thing like this. Come on, now. Huh? I'll see Birnbaum first thing in the morning.
Never mind.
Never mind. He's gonna give you those points. I'll see to it.
He wouldn't listen to you.
He certainly will listen to me. You need those points for the U of Virginia.
I'm not going there.
What?
I'm not going there.
Look, if I can't get him to change that mark, you'll make it up in summer school. Oh, come on now. You got all summer to...
Dad.
Oh. My boy. She's nothing to me, Biff. I was lonely. I was just terribly lonely.
Daddy, you gave her Mama stocking.
I gave you an order. Don't touch me, you liar. You apologize for that. You fake. I gave you an order. Now you come back here.
You phony little fake.
Hey, come back here. You fake. I gave you an order. Come back or I'll beat you. I'll whip you. I gave you
Pick it up, Mr. Long. Your boys just left with the chippies. They said they'd see you home.
Well, we were supposed to have dinner together.
Can you make it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll make it.
Mr. Loman.
Okay. I'll make it. I look all right.
Sure, you look all right.
Here's a dollar.
Oh, your son
Oh,
just
no,
paid. It's
no,
all right.
take it. You're a good boy.
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Here's some more. I don't need it anymore. Tell me, is there a seed store in the neighborhood?
Seeds? You mean like to plant?
Yes, you know, like carrots, peas.
Well, there's a hardware store on 6th Avenue, but it may be too late.
Oh, I better hurry. I gotta get some seeds. Gotta get some seeds right away.
Well, what are you looking at?
Nothing's planted. I don't have a thing in the ground. Carrots, 1/4 inch apart, 1 foot rows, 1 foot. Beets, lettuce, 1 foot. Oh, what a proposition. Terrific, 'cause she's suffered, man. Woman has suffered. Man can't go out the way he came in. Man has got to add up to something. You can't, you gotta consider now. Don't answer so quick. Remember, it's a guaranteed $20,000 proposition, huh? Now look, Ben, I want you to go through the ins and outs of this thing with me. I got nobody to talk to. And the woman has suffered. You hear me?
What's the proposition?
It's $20,000 on the barrelhead, guaranteed, guilt edge, you understand?
You don't want to make a fool of yourself. They might not honor the policy.
How can they dare refuse? Didn't I work like a coolie to meet every premium on the nose, and now they don't pay off? Impossible.
It's called a cowardly thing, William.
Why does it take more guts to stand here the rest of my life ringing up a zero, huh?
That's a point, William. And 20,000, that is something one can feel with a hand. It is there.
Oh, that's the whole beauty of it, Ben. I see it like a diamond shining in the dark that I can pick up and touch in my hand, not like an appointment. Oh, this would not be another damn fool appointment, and it changes all the aspects because he thinks I'm nothing, you see, so he spites me. But the funeral, oh, Ben, that funeral will be massive. Oh, they'll come from Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. All the old timers with the strange license plates. That boy will be thunderstruck, Ben, because he never realized I am known. Rhode Island, New York, New Jersey, I am known, Ben. He'll see it with his eyes. Once and for all, he'll see what I am. Oh, he's in for a shock, that boy.
You call you a coward, William?
Oh, no, that would be terrible.
Yes, and a damn fool.
No.
He'll hate you, William.
He mustn't. I won't have it.
Mom, what are you doing up? Where's Papa? Is he sleeping?
Where were you?
We met 2 girls, Mom. Very fine types. Here, brought you some flowers. Put them in your room. What did you do that for? I want you to have some flowers.
Don't you care whether he lives or dies?
Fifth, let's go up.
Go away from me. What do you mean, lives or dies? Nobody's dying around here, pal.
Get out of here. Get out of my sight.
I want to talk to the boss, Mom.
You're not going near him.
Where is he?
You invite him for dinner. He looks forward to it all day. And then you desert him there?
Dad?
There's no stranger you'd do that to.
My mom, he had a swell time with us. When I desert him, I hope I don't outlive the...
Get out of here.
Ma. Mom?
Did you have to go to women tonight? You and your rotten, lousy whores.
Mom, all we did was follow Biff around trying to cheer him up. Boy, what a night you gave me.
Get out of here. Both of you, and don't come back. I don't want you tormenting him anymore.
Dad, are you down
Go
there?
on, get your things together. You can sleep in his apartment. And pick up this stuff. I'm not your maid anymore. Go on, pick it up, you bum, you. You're a pair of animals. There's not one, not a living soul, who would have the cruelty to walk out on that man in a restaurant.
Is that what he said?
He didn't have to say anything. He was so humiliated, he nearly limped when he came in.
Oh, look, Mom, he had a great time.
Shut up! You didn't even go to see if he was all right.
No, Mom, I didn't. I didn't do a damn thing. How do you like that? Just left him babbling in a toilet.
You louse, you.
Yeah, now you hit it on the nose. The scum of the earth, and you're looking at him.
Get out of here.
I want to talk to the boss, Mom. Where is he?
You're not going near him. Get out of this house.
No, we're gonna have an abrupt conversation, him and me.
You're not talking to him. Please, leave him alone.
What is he doing out there?
He's planting the garden.
No. Oh, my God.
Never even let me carry the valises in the house and Simonize that little red car. Why? Why can't I give him something and not have him hate me? Huh?
Let me think about it. I still have a little time. A remarkable proposition.
Oh.
But you gotta be sure you're not making a fool of yourself.
Dad?
Where the hell is that? See, you can't see nothing out here. They boxed in the whole
Dad,
neighborhood.
there are people all around here. Don't you
Oh,
realize
Missy,
that?
don't bother me.
I'm saying goodbye to you, Pop.
Hmm?
I'm not coming back anymore.
You're not gonna see Oliver tomorrow.
Dad, I've got no appointment.
With his arm around you.
Get this now. Now, every time I've left, it's been a fight that's out of you, Dad. Now, today, I realized something about myself. And I tried to explain it to you, and I think I'm just not smart enough to make sense out of it for you. To hell with whose fault it is or anything like that. Let's just wrap it up, huh?
Uh-huh.
Come on in, we'll tell Mom.
No, I don't want to see that.
Come on.
No, I don't want to see that.
Dad.
Don't bother me, will you?
Dad, what do you mean? You don't want to see it? Pop, you don't want him calling you yellow, do you? Dad, it's not your fault. It's me, I'm a bum. Now come on inside. Dad, did you hear what I said to you?
Did you plant here?
All right, Mom. We had it out. I'm going, and I'm not writing anymore.
I think it's best, Willie. There's no use drawing it out. You two will just never get along.
Now, people ask where I am, what I'm doing. You don't know, you don't care. That way it'll be off your mind, and you can start writing it up again. All right? That clears it, doesn't it? You gonna wish me luck, Scout?
Shake his hand, Willie.
What do you say?
There's no necessity
Dad,
to mention
I've
it,
got
Penny.
no-
He put his arm
Dad,
around...
Dad, you're never gonna see what I am, so what's the use of arguing? If I strike oil, I'll send you a check. Meantime, forget I'm alive.
Spite, eh?
Shake hands, Dad.
Not my hand.
Pop. was hoping not to go this way.
Well, this is the way you're going. Goodbye. May you rot in hell if you leave this house.
Exactly what is it that you want from me?
I want you to know on the train, in the mountains, in the valleys, wherever you go, that you cut down your life for spite.
No. No.
Spite! Spite is the word of your undoing. And when you're down and out, you remember what did it when you are rotting somewhere beside a railroad track, remember? And don't you dare blame it on me.
Dad, I'm not blaming you.
I'm not taking a rap for this, you hear?
Dad, that is just what I'm telling you.
You're trying to put a knife in me. Don't think I don't know what you're doing.
All right, phone.
There!
Leave it there. Don't move it.
What is that?
You know damn well what that
I
is.
never saw that.
Yeah, you saw it all right. The mice didn't bring it into the cellar. What is that supposed to do? Is that supposed to make you hero?
Never heard
Is that supposed to make me feel sorry for you? Because there will be no pity for you. You hear that? No pity.
Here's spite.
No, you're going to hear the truth. What you are and what I
Spite!
am. You put it out now. Don't know who we are. The man is going to know. We never told the truth for 10 minutes in this house.
Well, we always told truth.
Big Blow, are you the assistant buyer? You were one of the two assistants to the assistant, aren't you?
Well, I'm practically.
No, you are practically full of it. We all are, and I'm through with it. Now, hear this, Willie. This is me.
Oh, I know you.
Do you know why I had no address for 3 months? I stole a suit in Kansas City, and I was in jail.
I suppose that's why.
Stop crying! I'm through with it! I stole myself out of every good job since high school.
And whose fault is that?
I could never get anywhere because you blew me so full of hot air that I could never stand taking orders from anybody. That's whose fault.
I hear that.
It's about time
Stop
you heard it. I had to be boss big shot in 2 weeks, and I'm through with
Hey,
it.
hang yourself, Spike. Hang yourself.
No. Nobody is hanging himself, Willie. I ran down 11 flights with a pen in my hand today, and suddenly I stopped. Do you hear me? And in the middle of that office building, do you hear this? I stopped in the middle of the building, and I saw the sky. And I saw the things that I love in this world, the work and the food and the time to sit and smoke. And I looked at the pen in my hand, and I said, what the hell am I grabbing this for? Why am I trying to become what I don't want to be? What am I doing in an office, making a contemptuous, begging fool of myself when all that I want is out there waiting for me the minute I say, I know who I am. Now, why can't I say that, Willie?
The door of your life is wide open.
Pop, I am a dime a dozen, and so are you.
I am not a dime a dozen. I am Willie Loman, and you are Biff Loman.
I am not a leader of men, Willie, and neither are you. You were never anything but a hard-working drummer who landed in the ash can like all the rest of them. I am $1 an hour, Willie. I am not bringing home any prizes anymore, and you're gonna stop waiting for me to bring
You
them home.
vengeful, spiteful mutt.
You Pop! Pop! I'm nothing. I'm nothing, Pop. Can't you understand that? There's no spite in it anymore. I'm just what I am, that's all.
What are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? Why is he crying?
Dad, will you let me go for God's sake? Will you take that phony dream and burn it before something happens? I'll go in the morning. Put him to bed.
Isn't that remarkable? Biff, he likes me.
He loves you, Willie.
Always did, Pop.
Oh, Biff, he cried to me.
Oh, that boy is going to be magnificent.
Yes, outstanding, with 20,000 behind him.
Now come to bed, Willie. It's all settled down.
Oh, yes, we'll sleep. Come on. Let's go sleep.
It does take a great kind of man to crack the jungle.
I'm getting married, Pop. Don't forget it. I'm changing everything. I am going to run that department before the year is out. You'll see.
The jungle is dark, but full of diamonds, Willie.
Be good. You're both good boys. Just act that way, that's all.
Not that way.
Come, dear.
I must go in to fetch a diamond out.
I just want to get settled down, Linda. Let me sit alone for a little.
I want you upstairs.
In a few minutes, I couldn't sleep right now. Go on. You look awful tired.
Not like an appointment at all. The diamond is rough and hard to the touch.
Go on, I'll be right up.
I think it's the only way, Willie.
Oh, sure, it's the best thing.
Best thing?
The only way. Everything is gonna be. Oh, go on, kid, get to bed. You look so tired.
Now, you come right up.
2 minutes. Loves me, always loved me. Isn't that a remarkable thing, Ben? You worship me for it.
It's dark there, but full of diamonds, Willie.
Oh, can you imagine that magnificence with $20,000 in his pocket?
Willie, come up.
Yes, coming. Coming. It's very smart. You realize that, don't you, sweetheart? Even Ben sees it. I gotta go, baby. Bye-bye. Imagine when the mail comes, you'll be head up and heart again.
Perfect proposition all around.
You see how he cried to me? Oh, if I could kiss him, Ben.
Time, William. Time.
Oh, Ben. I always knew one way or another we were gonna make it this night.
Boat! We'll be late.
Now, when you kick off, I want a 70-yard boot and get right down the field under the ball. And when you hit low and hit hard, because it's important, boy. Oh, there's all kinds of important people in the stands. And the first thing that you know,
Willie?
Ben, where do I?
Willie?
Ben!
Willie?
Shh.
Willie, please come up.
Oh.
Willie? Willie?
Pop?
Willie, answer me. Willie? Willie!
Pop! No! No!
Getting dark, Linda.
How about it, Mom? Better get some rest. They'll be closing the gate soon.
He had no right to do that. There was no necessity for it. We would have helped him.
Why didn't anybody come?
It was a very nice funeral.
Well, where were all the people he knew? Maybe they blame him.
It's a rough world, Linda. They wouldn't have blamed him.
I can't understand it. First time in just about 35 years, we were almost free and clear. He only needed a little salary. Even finished with the dentist.
No man only needs a little salary.
I can't understand it.
There were a lot of nice days. When he'd come home from a trip or on Sundays making the stoop. Finishing the cellar when he built the extra bathroom and put up the garage. You know, Charlie, I think there was more of him in that front stoop than in all the sales he ever made.
Yep. He was a happy man with a batch of cement.
So wonderful with his hands.
He had the wrong dreams. All wrong.
Don't say that.
The man didn't know who he was.
Nobody dares to blame this man. You don't understand. Willie was a salesman. And for a salesman, there is no rock bottom to the life. He don't put a bolt to a knot. He don't tell you the law or give you medicine. He's a man way out there in the blue, riding on a smile and a shoe shine. When they start not smiling back, That's an earthquake. And you get yourself a couple of spots on your hat, and you're finished. Nobody dares blame this man. Salesman has got a dream, boy. Comes with the territory.
Charlie, the man didn't know who he was.
Don't say that.
Why don't you come with me, Happy?
I'm not licked that easily. I'm staying right in this city, and I'm gonna beat this racket. Loman Brothers.
I know who I am, kid.
All right, boy. I'm gonna show you and everybody else that Willie Loman did not die in vain. He had a good dream. It's the only dream you can have, to come out #1 man. He fought it out here, and this is where I'm gonna win it for him.
Oh, I'll be with you in just a minute. You go on, Charlie. No, in just a minute. I never had a chance to say goodbye. Help me, Willie. I can't cry. Seems to me you're just away on another trip, and I keep expecting you. Why did you do it? I search and I search and I search, and I can't understand it, Willie. I made the last payment on the house today. Today, dear. And there'll be nobody home. We're free and clear.